Bruder, die Müdigkeit macht mich so verklatscht. I'm terrified that I'm gonna forget something. Like, I've triple checked. You know, if I have my passport, my phones, if everything's charged, if I have my backpack, if I have my fucking head on my neck. I hate that. And for some reason, I'm like internally really stressed or like nervous. And it's like this really uncomfortable feeling because it's like, I don't know. Yeah, like I'm forgetting something or like I still have to do something, but I can't put my finger on what it is because I did everything. But maybe it's also just making me nervous that I'm sitting around and waiting. So I think even though like I still have like technically 10 minutes left until I would need to leave, I think I'm just gonna leave now because I think I'm just gonna go crazy if I keep waiting. So I'm just gonna take some action, and well, if I have to wait the 10 minutes at the airport, at least I'm one step closer. So I took an Uber to the airport, and when I got there, I remember thinking that this was a mall and not an airport. Because can we talk about how modern and not airport-like this looks? On the way to the check-in counter, they just had this area with random paintings. Like, what is this? An art exhibition or an airport? And this was the hall with the check-in counters. It was just absolutely huge. Even apart from the way the airport is built, I feel like it's definitely still like a pretty good airport. Like I went through TSA within like 2 minutes. There was zero queue, and it was in general also like really, yeah, just quick and very efficient. Love it. Und es hat sich tatsächlich herausgestellt, warum ich ein komisches Bauchgefühl hatte. Because I realized in the queue, well, I didn't realize, but I mean, I had anxiety, so I double checked like the stuff that I have in my carry-on, and it turns out I had my pair of scissors still in my pencil case. So I would have been fucked if I had that through TSA. And now the gut feeling is away. So I guess it was that. Folgendes Dilemma, and I'm sorry for speaking German, but I feel more comfortable with it in the airport. Forgot what I was gonna say. Achso, ich hab einen guten Sitzplatz, aber kein Wasser. Ich habe nämlich auf dem Weg von TSA hierher nicht dran gedacht, dass ich hier meine Wasserflasche wieder auffüllen kann. Und ich sitze jetzt noch mittlerweile, ich glaube, dreiviertel Stunde oder so. Insgesamt eine Stunde. Ich bin ein Mensch, ich bin gerne hydriert. So. Ich würde die Stunde eigentlich gerne nutzen, um mich zu hydrieren. Aber A, habe ich jetzt keine so offensichtlichen Wasserfilter gesehen. Heißt, ich müsste sowieso suchen gehen. Dementsprechend müsste ich dann eventuell eine Wasserflasche kaufen. Bockt auch nicht. Und ich habe halt echt einen nicen Sitzplatz. Und davon gibt es genau 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 insgesamt. Und da man normalerweise immer in der Mitte frei lässt, sind die gerade maximal besetzt. Heißt, wenn ich weggehe und jemand meinen Platz nimmt, ist der Platz weg. Ich habe hier eine Steckdose. Ich sehe alles, was um mich herum passiert. Auch wenn ich mit dem Rücken zu allem sitze, heißt, die Leute sehen mich nicht, aber ich sehe sie. Es ist der perfekte Platz. Ich kann mein Flugzeug sehen. Also, wenn es wegfliegt, dann weiß ich, dass ich was verpasst habe. Und ich will diesen Platz nicht aufgeben, aber ich will halt echt gerne Wasser haben. Aber ich will auch nicht meine Sachen hier lassen und einfach sagen, ja, sorry, könnt ihr mal ganz kurz auf meine Sachen aufpassen, ich will mal kurz Wasser holen. Weißt du, wenn ich gesehen hätte, wo ein Wasserfilter wäre, und ich wäre so, okay, ja gut, ich bin 2 Minuten wieder da. Aber am Ende muss ich hier den ganzen Flughafen langlaufen und finde immer noch kein Wasser. It's giving Wüste. I'm gonna be very honest, you get so used to not listening to music in the streets. Like, I've been to Brazil for a month now, and I barely ever listen to music. I mean, in Sao Paulo and Rio, obviously, because it's not safe. And then afterwards, I got used to it, so I was like, why even bother? So now that I'm at the airport and I'm actually listening to music, especially listening to techno, it is so great. Because I've been techno deprived for the past month. So the way those songs are hitting, exquisite. As always, here's the inside of the plane. I personally have never seen a plane that has 2 seats and then 4 seats in the middle, but whatever floats your boat, I guess. We had a pillow and a blanket, however, we did not have a USB port to charge anything. And on a 10-hour flight, I think that's scandalous. Well, after God tested my patience once again, meal service began, and while the pasta with mushrooms was
certainly edible, I would like to applaud the airline for giving me dressing for the salad, unlike the restaurants that I've been to in Brazil. That coconut dessert was low-key my highlight, however, it did taste exactly like a shower gel I had when I was 11. This mysterious wrapper turned out to be hiding a ham and cheese sandwich. There was no choice. This is definitely a hate crime against all vegetarians. However, the orange muffin was really good. As we were flying over Lisbon, I was thinking to myself, this statue looked oddly similar to one that I'd seen barely a month ago. It took me a second to realize what was off in this bus, but all the signs were in German.
I think it's crazy how even I, as a definitely non-Portuguese speaking person, notice the difference between Brazilian Portuguese and Portugal Portuguese a lot. Like it sounds so different. And to be fair, I do prefer the Brazilian version, maybe because it's like to me the original. But I just think it sounds nicer. Like when I listen to Portugal Portuguese, it sounds like shortened in a way. Like I don't know, like they swallow the vowels a lot more. It kind of reminds me of Russian. Like it sounds like you're speaking Portuguese with a Russian accent. I don't know. That's probably not accurate, but so far that's what it sounds like to me. And they have a lot more sh sounds. Like they say minutos instead of minutos. Maybe that's also the reason it sounds to me like as if they're swallowing the vowels because it's like a lot together. But ironically enough, they don't say dia or noite. They say dia and noite, which to me is weird because I like the little bonach, I like the little bongia. Why are you saying dia? That's like taking all the fun away from it.
And suddenly I was in Lisbon.
Okay, so I got to the hostel, right? I go up. The guy at the reception asks me if I want to check in. I'm like, yeah, well, kinda. I'm a wellpacker, right? He's like, okay, we're not expecting you. I was like, well, I mean, I've been texting with the person I've been texting with, and I have the confirmation of on wellpackers if you need that. And he was like, no, communication is just kind of shitty with us sometimes. We'll just double check. And then another colleague comes. They don't know. Another colleague comes. He doesn't know either. So nobody knows that I was coming. Apparently, the girl that I've been texting with didn't tell anyone. So they didn't know I was coming. The room wasn't ready. So I've been spending like an hour or something downstairs just waiting. In the hostel in Rio, the world packers stayed with the guests, like in the same room. So like basically just any normal hostel room. We have an entire section just for us. Like we went up, basically so ins Dachgeschoss einfach hoch. Einfach Backrooms, wirklich. Crazy. Und jetzt bitte, okay. I'm really sorry for the girls that are sleeping here, but just look at this. So this is my bed, obviously. First of all, I hate it because it's right by the door. So like everybody's who's like leaving and going in is always gonna pass by my bed. And it's not like I have the fucking deepest and most secure sleep. I wake up from everything. So that's gonna be very fun. Also, clearly every single spot here that like is for your stuff is taken. I have this, but even there there's shit on there. That's not mine. And then also there's safes, but it's only 3. And there's 4 people staying here. So my colleagues did just come and like apologize a bunch of times and say that they were gonna talk to the girls about the mess. And apparently they're leaving in like 3 to 4 days, so I'll have the room to myself. But yeah, I mean, they have been inspecting the room a bit closer, and there's like moldy drinks and food waste stuff like that. I don't even want to get into it, honestly. Um, I don't even want to unpack right now, honestly, because first of all, where would I even put it? And then second of all, I just don't feel like it. I really don't. Update, I just met all of my roommates. One of them kind of cleaned, the area and put it over to their stuff so that at least, like my stuff can be put somewhere and actually unpack. And then the other 2 came and they were actually really nice. Like they're super sweet. They're German as well, so there will be a lot of German spoken in this room. And no, they're really cute. And they apologized a bunch of times. So I guess we're gonna get along definitely. They just didn't know that I was coming. So I guess it's just kind of the girl's fault that was texting me for not telling anyone because nobody knew that I was coming, including these people. And I believe them when they're telling me they would have cleaned the room if they knew that I was coming, because obviously you would do that. But they were just laying at the beach because, as far as they knew, they didn't have anything to do today. So why would they go the extra way to clean the room?
Back at the reception, I was offered some
Pastei de Belém, I think.
Thank you. It looks more like a cheesy thing.
Yeah, but it's actually sweet.
Cheers.
Savory.
Thank you.
ASMR.
It's really good. It's like Blätterteig with vanilla pudding inside. It is really good. I would recommend it. I forgot the name again, but I will put that here so you can figure out the pronunciation on your own.
On the rooftop, important business was attended, such as the question who could roll the best cigarette in the least amount of time.
3, 2, 1, go.
$26. Fuck off.
Oh, yes.
At this point, like, it's losing, so, you know?
Wait.
Not even a single piece of tobacco out.
But you know, this it's conceito. It's her.
Okay, now I can sit down.
Just put it, just put it back. Fuck,
No. But look at the perfection.
Wait.
No air.
This
Eliminated.
is personality. Look this hair.
This is a fucking joint, my friend. This
No,
is
it's
like
not
2
a
kilos of tobacco here, okay? Look at the difference. Mine is straighter. It does not have
It's
any
because
tobacco.
I'm a big guy, you know. I need to have a big
So many
tobacco.
excuses. You're still going to. Come on.
No, I
No, guys. First of all, vote.
Yeah, but the touch,
No, you were not in the competition.
I mean, it doesn't look bad. Okay, no, this is perfect. I cannot say
Yes.
anything like touch it. It's full.
Yes.
Yes, it's true.
I'm sorry.
Think we have a winner. Yeah, thank you so
I
much.
need to say.
Thank you so much. I knew it from the start. I do not wish to thank anyone because this was all me.
We have-
Explain the swallowed vowels in Portuguese.
Okay, so hi, first of all. I hope this is ASMR for you. Psst, 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 psst. Okay, so the difference between Portuguese from Portugal and Portuguese from Brazil, but also Spanish, is that Portuguese.
What I usually do is I put this like in my fingers and then I do it like that.
Yeah, I'm not a vlogger. I studied cinema. Okay, so do you want to take a picture of it? Is that it?
Yeah, just want to take a picture.
Picture break.
No, just keep going.
But then I'm not eating the thing. Hey. Okay. So I was doing an interview. Okay.
What about you? About Portuguese.
I'm fucking interesting. Okay. Just okay.
I think it's gonna be fun.
What do you have against me? You're wasting my time. Okay, so where was I? So the difference. Fuck off. So the difference between Portuguese from Portugal and Portuguese from Brazil and Spanish is that Brazilian Portuguese and Spanish, they open their vowels every time that they speak. Like, doesn't matter the word, they open it. And with Portuguese from Portugal, it really depends on where the vowel is in the word, and also it depends on context. Also, sometimes you just have to know, which is really fucked up, and that's when like people try to speak Portuguese, like we don't judge. But Spanish people come here and they're like talking to me in Spanish, and it's like, yeah, bro, I understand, I speak Spanish, but like, try, just try. So, what example can I give you? For example, in Portuguese from Portugal, the word car is carro. But if you want to say cheap, no, actually expensive. If you want to say expensive, it's written the same way, but without one R. and you say caro. You know, so it's not.
necessarily what I mean.
No, okay, but it's about Portuguese. It's about my fucking language. Okay, tell me a word that you want to see the difference in.
I don't have like a specific word, but it sounds so slurred almost because there's like so many and I feel like when there's an S at the end of the word, for example, you say it as a sh, and Brazilians said it as a s.
No. Thank you. I feel like I have the stick of fillings, you know. So whoever has a stick of fillings, they share. I need to roll. So, are you guys listening to me? I don't know, like how to explain this without a specific word. I'm trying to find one, but it's different. Because for me, it's normal. You know, I like my brain is already like programmed to know.
I also think it's kind of sad that you say dia and noite instead of dia and noite.
Ah, okay, that's another thing because like they say gia, we say dia because
And noite.
yeah, but that's not on the word. You know, we say it as it is on the word. They just add the ch. It's not there.
No, I know it's not there, but then you add the sh in other words, so I think that's super confusing.
No, in Portuguese you have the S, you have the C, you have the Z, and then you have the C with the thing, and that really depends on the position. Is this mine?
Yeah.
That was mine.
Yeah, that was yours. This is yours.
I just made another one.
Yours. Are you already drunk?
No, I'm just annoyed by her presence. Because every fucking time, I met you once, and you insulted me.
Maybe you're the problem. I think it's a you problem.
I don't have a problem with you guys.
Amazing. I could talk at it.
What the fuck do you have against me? Tell me. No. What the fuck do you have against me? No.
It's my turn?
No. No. You do not have the right to hold this. She's not original. I did it first. I'm the blueprint.
Oh my god, he's so special. Am I even allowed to talk now?
You can even whisper and they can hear you, but they can't.
I can whisper? It's like ASMR. Wow, that's so cool. So what I'm doing right now, what are they doing right now?
Oh, I think they're trying to dance, like making it down.
They, it's a depth, dude. They were so bad. Yeah, we were there. We saw it. It was kind of embarrassing.
Es ist so arschkalt hier, Digga. Und nicht mal nur irgendwie so draußen das Klima, sondern auch der Raum hier. Specifically der Raum. Es ist so fucking kalt und ich habe noch keine Heizung gefunden. Es ist so kalt und irgendwie, da oben ist irgendwie so ein Fenster offen, I guess, aber man kann das da nicht zumachen. Ich habe es versucht. Es ist kalt und es kommt halt die ganze Zeit Wind von da oben. Ich dachte, es wäre eine Klimaanlage. Also der Wind wäre eine Klimaanlage und dann habe ich das Fenster gesehen. Ich war so, kann man nicht zumachen? Nein, kann man nicht. Kommen wir zum Summa Summarum des Tages.
So for my Uber to the airport in Brazil, I paid 34 reais. For my Uber from the airport in Portugal, I paid 12 euros. And for the to-go treat that I had in the evening, I paid 3 euros. I know it was only over the span of 2 days, but I just want to be delusional and pride myself by saying this is the lowest summa summarum we've had in a while on this vlog.
Das war's von mir. Bis zum nächsten Mal.
Tschüss.